Let me start today by asking you a real question. If you're working a minimum of 40 hours a week, why are you still broke? And if you were like me, why are you tired, feeling behind, stressed, and barely living? Well, here's the answer I came to just a few years ago, and more people are discovering that working 40 hours a week, working full time, is a joke. You see, it's a system designed decades ago in a world that no longer exists. Yet we still hang on to it. And not only are we trained in school for it, we're actually told to believe in it and work towards it. The thing is, it's not just outdated, it's actually a trap. I'm going to show you how a 40-hour week is failing you and how you can escape it without burnout. But before we get there, let's rewind a little bit and find out where it all started and how it evolved into today. The origin of the 40-hour week. The 40-hour week was standardized in the US in the 1940s and was fought for by the trades and the unions who were pulling 70 or 80 hours a week or even more. Working such long hours, particularly in factories and in manufacturing, brought particular dangers to the workers. After all, this was the industrial age, and unlike today, it was the age of physical grind. It was a time where more physical hours meant more output and more revenue. So at the time, the 40-hour week was revolutionary and it brought a balance of work life to a lot of workers. Fast forward 80 years, we still use the same system today in most countries, even though the world has changed dramatically. Now in the 21st century, we're in a digital age where less and less jobs are involved in the physical grind. Technology and all the advancements around that has completely changed the way we live our lives and the way we work. High street stores are closing down and migrating online, and more people are working from home or from a laptop. And even the automation of the workforce is increasing every year. We now have robots delivering parcels and driving cabs. We are finally living in the future, although it's a little different how it's predicted in Back to the Future 2. The bottom line here is the 40-hour week is a relic of the past and we no longer need to be chained to it. The real cost of 40-hour week. Now your 40-hour week job doesn't just cost you time, although it does cost you much more than just 40 hours. Once you take into consideration your commute, your preparation for lunch, your decompression after work, it's more like 10 to 12 hours every day. After 5 solid days, that's a lot more than 40 hours a week. But beyond the hours, the cost of a 40-hour week is your relationships, your dreams, and your ambitions. And these costs can be high indeed, from breakdown to relationships, to your personal goals being pushed aside, no time to do anything. And after all that personal sacrifice and the sacrifice of time, the reward of a salary can be a bit of a joke. As a worker, we are taxed the highest. Earned income is almost punished. In comparison, business income and investments are taxed much lower. The rich truly get richer and the poor get taxed heavier. In fact, most workers are barely left enough income to pay for the rent, their groceries, and the odd treat. So working a 40-hour week means you give up your time, you give up your control, and you pay for it with your relationships, your goals, and your ambitions. And ultimately, at the end of it, when you retire, you still lose in the wealth game. When you zoom out and you analyze the fundamentals, it really is a poor return. So if that's the case, why don't more people quit their job and get a better source of income and build wealth? Well, I've got an answer for that, and the answer is all around us. The burnout loop. We all get comfortable in our lives with a dependable income and cherish those few hours that we have left over at the end of the week. With our family and friends, we create a comfort zone, and it's very difficult to leave that comfort zone once you get settled. But that comfort zone can snuff out your ambition, your dreams and your goals, and seduce you to stay comfortable. When you're working so hard and so many hours, it's hard to see the woods for the trees. But there's also burnout, and after working 40 plus hours a week, you're exhausted and you do just enough to survive. We get burnout, leaving us with little energy and little inclination to do something better for ourselves. We do enough to survive, but we stop short of doing enough to thrive. You don't have the time and energy to start that side hustle, and you don't have the money to start investing. You don't start that online business or that YouTube channel, and you don't do any freelance work. You see, the system feeds off your exhaustion. It needs you to stay where you are and not do better. That's how the system works, and that's how it operates, and that's our position in it. And all the while, we'll chase Fridays, we'll hate Mondays, and years will pass in a blur and nothing will change. But there are alternatives, and they're very real. And it all starts with the realization is that you have to work for you. Let me explain. Building outside the 40-hour week. Now, working for yourself, as you might have guessed, is not as easy as it sounds. For one thing, most people need an income, and they can't afford to give up their income to develop their business. After all, the whole point of developing a business is to work less. But you can develop a business or an income in your spare time. And in these uncertain times, with the cost of living so high, can you really afford not to? After all, working 40 plus hours a week can fund your ambition, but it can't be your ambition. The goal is to stop trading time for money and to build assets that can actually work for you. And to this end, we can work part-time and start building something for ourselves. And there are a lot of options to choose from. For example, we can do freelancing by leveraging your skills. You could be flipping items on Facebook. You can start a service-based business. You can create and sell digital products. You can even start creating content like this channel, and it could be a lot of fun. Any of these and more can be done in your spare time and developed over time to eventually replace your income. In fact, the income can support the lifestyle of your choice, and with more free time, you can develop more systems and develop more income. In fact, the income can eventually support the lifestyle of your choice, giving you lots of options. Having more free time, you can develop more streams of income. Where you take it and how much money you earn is down to you. The point is, you have lots of choices. Bottom line, financial freedom and the choices that we crave cannot come from a paycheck. It can only come from ownership. And that, in a nutshell, is what the wealthy don't want you to know. We're trained for a job and to be part of the system. And for those who are content and happy with their jobs, that's fine. We just don't need to settle for it. Risk and reward. Now, I don't know about you, but growing up, I was constantly told it's not all about money and money can't bring you happiness. And to an extent, I would agree with both those statements. Money is just a tool. It's a resource to enable those things in life that bring us joy and contentment. Breaking free of your 40-hour-week income and creating a new one based around ownership can bring much reward, starting with the simple things I know most full-timers will appreciate. Things like traveling midweek or whenever you feel like it, having more time with family and friends, and working when you choose you want to. You get freedom, not just physical freedom from your workplace, but freedom from mental suppression. Instead of being told you have to go to work for a job you don't really care for, you get to do work on something you really want to do. Working for yourself is a mindset change and a complete liberation from those mental blocks we associate with our workplace. And that's because your business is usually something associated that matters to you, whether that's a brand, a lifestyle, or a business that aligns its values with yours. There's no more rush hour commutes, no more workplace politics, and no exhaustion working on someone else's dream. Your earning potential, although not a priority for some people, is so much greater. You can scale your business to new heights by duplicating the systems that you set up. And as your business skill and emotional resilience builds up over time, your risk tolerance will go up, increasing your earnings. And finally, perhaps the greatest thing, your output is no longer tied to your time. You can step back and let employees manage the systems that you set up. This is financial freedom, and you're no longer reliant on a job to pay for your lifestyle. Next steps from here. Now, growing up, you've maybe been taught by your parents or your grandparents that having a full-time job is noble and responsible. Now, in some cases, this may be true, but I would argue in the 2020s, this is no longer the case. I believe now most people are just surviving, and we deserve more than surviving. Now, you may feel the same and feel like you deserve more than surviving, and you're not where you should be. So here's what you need to hear today. It's your responsibility to change it. You can break free and stop grinding week after week, month after month. You can change direction and start building something for you and your family and your future prosperity. You can start that side hustle or that online business. You can learn about passive income and educate yourself. You can also cut down on what drains you and double down on what frees you. You can drag yourself out of your comfort zone and start working for yourself in your spare time. Once you realize that working a 40-hour-week job is just a bad joke on all of us and that you can do much better, you'll start building an escape plan and applying yourself for yourself. And once you're committed to your ambitions and you believe in yourself, nothing can stop you. And like me, you'll probably look back one day and wonder why you didn't do it sooner. Now, I've listed a few ways where you can develop an income or build a business, but in this video right here, I've got a few more, including one or two I've done myself. Remember, it can all start today, and it can start for you if you take those first few steps. I'll see you there.